You better stop. Stop. Okay. All right. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, RGM. There's a little sound thing happening. I can't do anything about it right now. I want to welcome you to something different that I'm really excited to do. And I'm glad that you're joining me live. We're going to get some backgrounds, get some, we're going to make some things happen. We're going to take it off of the free StreamYard. But I am so excited to be doing this show today because it is definitely the direction and the direction we're going to take. Now, I've already been taking this channel, and it's called RGM Collective. And basically, I think holistically, we as people should embrace every part of us. And there's a big part of myself that I am excited and I've always been excited about. I believe in the power of a hobby. I believe in the power of play. And there's a whole wide world. And so the song that I was playing for you was something that I made a couple of years ago. The name of the song is called Sugar Plum Dance. I mean, the kids tease me and say, this sounds like video game music. But I think it fits to what we'll be talking about today. Shout out to Living Queen, who's been one of the day ones and have joined us in with all the different changes and all of that. Some people can do the talk with the background music. I can't do the talk of the background music because of all the stuff I got going on in my own head. But today I'm really excited to show another part of what we do. And one of the things that I've been doing the last got a few months, and I might have a special guest or two, we'll see. But I want to start talking about Toy Hunt Collective. I can't call it THC because isn't THC a drug? But Toy Hunt Collective. So let me just tell you, I've never really been a big thrift store kind of a person. Never been a big thrift store haul kind of a person because, to be honest with you, going to a thrift store, I don't have allergies, but I feel itchy and all of that. But my youngest daughter, she got me hipped on something called the bins, BINS. And if you don't know, thrift stores, they have outlets. Yeah. Oh, jingles and theme music. Thank you for that. I made a little music on the side, a little money on the side. But one of the things that my youngest daughter had hit me on to is the thrift store outlets. And so the thrift store outlets, they have these things called bins, and you go into the bins. I guess it's things that they don't sell or can't sell or overstock, and they put it in the bins, and you go and you just shop. And so one day I was going with her, and I wasn't going to go. We went to what was that? The Goodwill. We went to the Goodwill bins, Goodwill outlet, and we started going in there. And I'll just go with her. You've heard of So let me just great yard sale finds. Yes. So I like yard sales too, right? So one day I was going with my daughter, and she goes for stuffed animals. And she finds a lot to collect. And now she's thinking about reselling. And so one day I was going and I looked in the bins, right? I looked in the bins. So I got my camera on, right? I looked in the bins and I found a whole bag of these little things. No, not this. These little things. Oops. I got the camera on, but I'm not showing you. Hold on. All right. So I found these little things. You see this? These are called California raisins. So I found a bag of 25. Actually, no, I had 30. I gave some out. So I have 25 now. So I found 25 of these things. Here, so I got three bags, y'all. I got 3 bags. Three little bins. And these 3 little bins, that I have, that they have the different, I'm breaking down my stuff by different bins. So anyway, let me put it back on. So anyway, I found a whole bag of these California raisins that somebody was collecting. Hold on, let me get some out. All right, let me just get some out of here to just show you. Okay, let me just show you. So I found a whole bag of these California raisins, all different types, right? All different types. And when I started looking, something told me just check to see how much these things are worth. And I start checking, and these items, right? These items can sell for about $5 a piece. Now, these were, you could buy these at Hardee's, I think in the late 80s. That's what my research told me. I just picked up this bag because I like the California raisins. I had no idea that they were a collector's item and people wanted to buy them. I had no idea. And so when I got home, and I decided, you know what? Let me look to see how much these are worth. And they were worth $5 a piece to some reseller. I mean, for some people who collect them. So I was like, oh my gosh, this could be lucrative, but I don't know if I want to sell them. Right? I don't know if I want to sell my raisins. That sounds like I'm sell my raisins. So yeah, so I found 20, actually 30. And to be honest with you, here, let me go ahead and shut this down. To be honest with you, you imagine that if you sold 25 to 30 of those raisins for $5 a piece, that's $150. And how much did it cost me to get that? Well, at the different thrift stores, it could be up to, sorry, I had this bad echo, and I'm sorry. Let me know if you hear an echo. Let me know if you hear an echo. So I was just thinking, man. So at these places, it costs you about, let's say, $2 a pound. So you got $2 a pound. You're spending $2 a pound. A bag of that size, probably like $1. Okay, you don't hear an echo? Okay, I'm just self-conscious. So something like that would cost you $1, right? And you're thinking, wow, so if I buy these for $1, just the whole thing for $1, and I sell them $5 a piece, was like, oh my gosh, you can start making a little money on the side. Oh Lord Jesus. And for some reason, I was like wondering why my daughter was all excited about these bins. But it is like, it is so, it is so freeing. I like to go. I have, we have our gloves. We go in, and a lot of people. So we do the Goodwill bins, and then we do the Red Racks bins. The Goodwill bins is like mainly like your resellers go there, and people have an idea what they're looking for. After the raisins, I was like, I know what I'm gonna start looking for. I am going to start looking at toys. So after I found the raisins, I start looking not just at toys, then I found this. I found this. This is worth something, I guess. And so I just started thinking about, okay, if it looks profitable, I'll pick it up. But I become more and more. Now remember, this is my little odds and ends. So one of these things, this here, this is a Fisher Price loving doll. I mean, loving action figure for something called family. I don't know, something called Fisher Price Family. And I started looking at this, and this sells for like $10 used, and it's in good shape. I found this at the bins. So thing I like to do is a lot of times people, when they change up the bins, folks go for the big stuff. I wait, right? Because I'm gonna show you my biggest haul so far. Uh, so I wait and I grab the little stuff. But before I grab it, I like to see if it's worth anything, right? Uh, yeah, my childhood toys don't survive. Who knew the action figures and dolls would increase? See, that's what I'm looking for, like the holy grail. I'm looking for like some really old school toys. These new toys are actually selling pretty good. Now, I do have someone who's going to supply me with some old toys, but they want to make sure that I am selling them and not, throwing them away. So I'm a break that down pretty soon. So okay, so at that, I mean, like some of these are old, but not that old. Like this thing, I was like, what the hell is this? This is from I forgot now. Now I can't even think, but this can sell. So the idea is selling these for $3 to $5 a piece. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna show you all my stuff and everything I have. I probably paid, no, not probably, I paid like $28 for everything I'm showing you today. I haven't even gotten to my other bins. So as we resell with Toy Hunt Collective, we have some things that people love. Like some of these things, I think in this the raisins might be the most valuable ones, but there's some others that, sorry, I'm just like this one. This is like dinosaurs something. I don't know. I don't have little kids, but I'm finding that this is, you could sell these for $3 a piece, $3 or $4 a piece. Again, I'm not looking to, break through with the big stuff, but you could sell these little things for $3 to $4 a piece. The thing I look for is it's a little dirt on this one. I'll clean it up. The thing I look for is to make sure that they're in good condition. So I make sure the toys are in good condition. Like this is from Doc McStuffin. I found this. And again, remember that all this stuff is like $2 a pound. And altogether, I paid like $28. This one right here, this little bus, this is anywhere from $5 to $8. And this is a collector's item too, and it's in somewhat good of a shape. It's not that bad of a shape. It's in good shape. And everything I'm showing you, I am going to resell. Now, I also have some puppets. I'm not going to resell those. Um, oh, Dinosaur Ranch. That was the big one. And then this this stuff here is big as well. Yeah, that this is big as well. I don't even know what the hell, but I did look it up. Before I grab something, I'm looking it up to see if there is even a like a resale or a collector's. Okay, so again, this is all my little. My goal is to have this thing like full, have this bag full before I go um, and really try to resell. But I am going to resell. All right, and then let's see. No, I mean, I wish I would have kept some of my other stuff too. I really do. Now, let me show you something that I did not know that there was a big resale community for. Hold on for a minute. Let me show you. Okay, so I got uh, McDonald's toys. Would you believe, Living Queen, that McDonald's toys, there is a huge collection for McDonald's toys. And one day I was in the bins and I found most of these. I have 35 McDonald's toys and they're in the package. Now, I would say some of these, it depends on the toy. Like the ones that are worth big money are ones that were made like, of course, 70s, 80s, and 90s. The ones that I have, and I have quite a few different ones, right? I have quite a few different ones. Um, and again, thank you for watching. If you could tell, I'm really excited. So this one right here is like Thor, Love and Thunder. You really can't see it much. Like some people like to take them out the package. I really don't. As more value. I think it has more value if you don't. So, and then the Black Panther. So I think with these, I'm gonna sell them by their different in bulk or whatever you call it, lots. Because there's a elemental. So there's all different types: elemental, Thor, um, Marvel, and I've seen where you can sell the Happy Meal toys for $2 to $3 a piece, depending on which one, right? Depending on which ones, you can sell them a piece. You said McDonald's gives the same toy over. I wanted the Inside Out 2 emotion figures, but that felt like a scam. They do give the same stuff over and over. Now this one, like this Mickey and Minnie, I was looking at again. It's going to depend on because there are some people who are like collectors, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for people who actually collect them, and you're looking for items that that are that wasn't a lot made. Now some of these I found just out of the package. I got this one at Red Racks. Red Racks, the one that we go to, we don't. I haven't been really lucky with the toys, but I'll show you some of the bigger toys that I found. So again, I have like 30 of these. Like some are copied the same, and then some are not. Like this is Elemental. I don't think I got any Inside Out toys. Black Panther. I have Black Panther 2. Right. Yeah. Here, let me show that again. Yeah. I did see There's a price for that. Sorry, I just lost the Mickey. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse. See, I got so many. I have so many Living Queen that I don't even know what did I do with the Mickey. Okay, yeah, this one. Yeah, in the package. Yeah, Mickey and Minnie in the package. I'll put this up here so people can see it. Yeah, the Mickey and Minnie, and then let me see. I think I have others too. Like a lot of times it's just like if I have a field, I'm like, I look it up first. But sometimes you got to be fast though because people might also have the idea that this is actually the same one I have here. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same one I have. Sorry, I have one in the bag and one out of the bag. Yeah. Shout out to Anti-Afro Svengalis. We're going over my thrift store hauls. I do have some like Nerf ones too, but I've seen the Nerf Happy Meal toys are not worth a lot. But again, I think I'm just gonna do them for about like $2, $3 a piece. I've seen that these are very okay. Seem to be losing my. I get stuck. Oh, here's another one. Oh no, this is from Little Mermaid. Scuttle, I think. It is a great Sunday. I'm trying to see any more. Yeah, this too. This is actually in good shape. This is a really good shape. Another Happy Meal toy. It was goofy. And again, it's going to be about what collectors want. Because again, I have a bunch of the uh, Mario Brothers, Luigi, it's Anti-Afro talking about can of Coke. Stop it. Yeah, to me, this is a real haul. And again, on the day I bought all of these Happy Meal toys, again, you pay $2 a pound. So probably like $3 to $4 for, or $2 2 pounds or something like that. It's mass produced, very mass produced. And again, it's going to be on these. Now, this thing here, I'm happy about this one. This is part of their breakfast babies. Or was it babies or buddies? Babies, yeah. And let's see, 1997. 1997 General Mills. I saw the price. You can make a good little deal of money off of this one. I have to clean it up a little bit, just a little bit, but it looks brand new. It has the tag on it and everything. If I sell this by itself, it makes up for the entire haul. It does have okay, so everything is functioning on this. And there's a collector out there that might want to have this. Everything seems to be intact. So before I buy, I throw something in my little bin or basket to be weighed. I make sure that it's in good shape. Now, all the boxes you see, we're getting ready to donate stuff. We donate every like few months, and then we're also not we, but we're also getting all the boxes ready for Christmas gifts. So that's why you see what you see here. Um, right, vacuum clean. I would definitely do that. I found I also bought a Cabbage Patch doll, but I'm gonna have my daughter clean it up. Now here's another McDonald's. This is Daffy, not Daffy. Donald Duck. Okay. And again, what I do is I look, you look for it, there's a community for it. All right. So again, everything you see in this thing here is what I got for mine. I got a haul, y'all. Is this Bruno? We don't talk about Bruno? I think so. From what was that movie? Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, that's Bruno. All right. So now, this is again. I try not to get big stuff because you're going to be paying a price. I couldn't shy away from this. This is Stratego. Yeah, the Garbage Pail Kids. There's some money for that too. I'm not okay. So this is Stratego. I found this in the bins, and there is definitely you could sell this used for $20 to about $30. Now the problem with this one is if we look closely, all right, it's missing one piece. So in the bins, man, the way it is, things are just thrown in there and you have to go dig in and find stuff. And I found this and I see why everybody else left it, right? Because it's missing one of the, for some reason, it's missing one. Now, a collector can do something with that. A collector can find the other piece, right? Now, this is a collector's item because it's made it has the wooden box and there's the board and everything. So it has everything, man, but it's missing one piece. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably find or buy the one piece. Or I can sell it as is, which I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to sell it as is, right? Now, oh yeah, these are the two. Now, I'm not selling these. These are puppets. You know me and puppets. I'm going to add these to the research. Now, oh man. So what toys? Now, we know that Living Queen talked about some of the toys that she wished would have saved. Now, we got a bunch of toys that we can make some money off of here, but it's a little bit different when they're your kids' toys. You don't want to part. So in my red rack call, this was from last week. I was thinking about should I get this thing because it's probably it's heavy. It's like $2. It may be like I don't know about $1 or $2. And so I did research on this thing, and we open it up. This is a little people's camper. This is a little people's camper. It's supposed to have Buzz Lightyear and Jesse, but it didn't have that. But you open it up and it has like furniture and all that in it. And I'll clean it up. I mean, it's in good shape. If you look at it, it's in really good shape. And you can sell this. I mean, this is newer, right? So you can sell this for like $5 to $6. Make a little profit, but I don't know. Then I have Little People's Fire Truck. Got that one. Now, I don't know if I want to sell this or not. This is if I want to resell it or not. It has like all the doors work. It works. Like it's fully functioning. It works and everything. And this thing here, this is in good condition. It's a Honeybee Acres school bus. and it's in really good condition, and it's in such great condition that look at that. Look at that. It works. Everything works on this thing. So, I mean, see, I be closely when I get stuff. I'm like, I want to make sure it works. I want to make sure everything works on it before I try to pay for it. Okay. And lastly, this thing here. This is Lionel Train. Now, growing up, my kids were into Thomas the Tank Engine, and we have a lot of Thomas the Tank Engine that you can make some money off of those. But again, we're not going to sell the Thomas or Thomas stuff because there's so many memories. We used to go to uh, Day Out with Thomas, and you go to like the train station, and there'd be like a life size Thomas the Tank Engine. So no, we're definitely not parting with those. But this is in really good condition, and you can get a few dollars for that. So that's what I'm into, man. I have been into um, just doing something different. Let me take it off of here. Okay. Yeah, so I've been into that, man. And it's really been I haven't been making any new music. But I've been into I think the plan is in the summertime, a couple things is you're gonna see more content about Toy Hunt Collective. If there's any new hauls or anything. Now, everything I showed you, again, I've paid like $28 altogether for everything I've shown you. And the goal is to sell nothing less than probably three to $5, depending on the market. You're right, depending on the market, depending on who wants to buy it. Um, but some of these things are really, I think they're really good hauls. And I think with life, man, you got to find things that excite you, find things that are are worth doing, that are healthy. Now, spending money may not be healthy, but if you're looking to, so thing is, if I'm spending $28, right? 28 to $30, my goal is to sell the item. So altogether, I have like 70 items. Imagine selling like $5 a piece or whatnot. You can even sell more, depending on what the person would like. So the goal is we're gonna do a page, what's that? eBay, and there's another thing we're looking to do. But the goal is to whatever we don't sell, we're gonna go to one of the it's a flea market or swap and shop, where we call it, and get a booth for the day and just try to sell stuff from our Toys Hunt Collective. Now, you should see what my daughter found at these places. Oh my gosh, she's finding some great stuff, but she doesn't. She's a collector. She's not a seller. But I've been really, I don't know, man. The goal for us is we try to go once a week, right? We try to go once a week, and then we split it up. We either go to a red rack one week, and then we go to uh, a Goodwill the next week. And I like the Goodwill more than I like the red rack, because the red rack that we go to, people go there to get clothes and stuff for their families, and I feel kind of bad sometimes because I'm going in there to buy stuff to resell. And then there's some people who go there to buy stuff because it's a good price, and they are going to use it for their family. So I deal with that. But at the Goodwill, the Goodwill outlet, people are there to, like, some people, they will stay the whole day because sometimes, most of the time, they switch up the bins, and people stay like the entire day. Our max is do about an hour and a half, right? because it could be overwhelming because there's so much stuff to do. And then again, I have a strategy. My strategy is my strategy. I look at the bottom of the bins, right? I look at the bottom, and that's where you find all the loose, especially toys. I've seen a lot of Paw Patrol toys, but I don't know if I want to get into that because there's so many. Like every time I go, I'm gonna find a Paw Patrol toy. But I didn't show you I have a old beat up lunchbox I found there too. But my goal, man, my goal is I'm looking for toys to resell. Looking for toys to resell, and that's what I'm doing. So, what kind of hobbies are you doing? What are some of your hobbies? Because you gotta have something that is healthy that you can get into and love what you do. I'm telling you, it has been a great stress relief. And if you have a conversation where everybody knows that Gerald is is going to the bins. Everybody that I'm friendly with, or that they often ask, okay, what kind of haul did you get today? When I got that raisins haul, I didn't know what I got until afterwards. And that's the thing too. People collect stuff, and sometimes somebody passes away, and people just get overwhelmed, and they'll just put stuff, they'll donate it. And then what happens is if the thrift stores like the Goodwill have too much, then they take it to their outlets. And my trick, man, one of the things that I've learned to do is check all the bags, because sometimes they'll be like just regular, like plastic bags. And you have to go in those bags, and you might find some stuff that may be of value to you. Like some of this other stuff, it depends on the person. It really depends on the person, and what they like and what they want. But let me just tell you something on the really truth and honest tip. I feel really blessed, man, to be able to share my hobby with all of you. It's been really fun. It's been really a blessing to be able to share that side of myself with everybody. Camera back off. It's been really a blessing. And doing this today, I've been like really not putting it off, but trying to find a great day to do it. And today's been that day. Today's been that day. I did cam up. Yes, I did. I cammed up. Eyes are tired, but I cammed up. I was trying to see if Gigi would come down and say hi to everybody, but so you might want to ask, like, which one of your things that you found in your hauls have been one of your most proud moments, not proud moments, but most exciting. It had to be when I found all of these McDonald's toys. Again, I would say most of these. Let me go to that camera. I found most of these really in one trip. Turn it off. I found most of these in one trip, right? Like 30 something. And again, it didn't cost that much. So again, will it be high value? Probably not. But if I could sell them, oops, sorry, I lost a really good price. Yeah, see, you being messy. But I love you for that. Toys are more fun than getting drunk. Yes. Toys are more fun than getting drunk. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Toys are more fun than getting drunk. You're so funny, man. Toys are more fun than getting drunk. Yeah. They most definitely are. And this just looks like a bunch of junk, but it's not junk though. These are like, and so yeah, like the Marvels. This is from the Marvels movie, and again, they make a lot of these. So will they be like? And I have like six. I have six from Wakanda Forever. So that's the best way. You sell them in a set. That would be the best thing to do. But yeah, I mean, you gotta get a healthy hobby. And the thing is, yeah, I spend a little money on it. Again, my limit is $10. I don't know about the daughter, but my college student, my limit is $10. I'm not going to spend more than $10 on this each haul. And I don't buy. I don't because I want to see if I can make some, make some money on the side from this. But in all in all, shout out to the wife who supports. And she was like, you can't go every day. You can't go, because one of us would go every day if you let her. She would go every day. Competitive. Like I remember one time I went there and somebody had a bunch of McDonald toys. I was so mad. I was like, oh my gosh, I should have got here first. But they stay all day. They go when they open and they stay till it closes. And I don't have that time. If it's worth the time. But again, I don't have a script today. I'm just sharing my excitement with you. Sharing my excitement. So I think I'm about to wrap it up. How long have we been doing this live for? I can't tell. How long have we been on live? It's been a little bit. But I am so glad to be able to talk to you about what I found in my hauls. And yeah, if I was doing clothes, I couldn't imagine, because that's the biggest thing at these places is the clothes. Because you have, people are into vintage clothes. The regular thrift store, I just can't, because the regular thrift store prices are just out of hand. I just can't do the regular thrift store. But I'm sold on these outlets, because the outlet stores, it's something about, it's like a treasure hunt. That's why I call this toy THC. You can't say THC, but the toy hunt collective, because it is like a hunt. You never know what you're going to get, right? I know that at the Red Rack, they have more of the bigger toys, and at the Goodwill, I find more of the individual toys. So I know anything like Little People, Fisher Price, let me see, Little People, Fisher Price, let's see, Little People, Fisher Price, Paw Patrol, a lot of Paw Patrol, but I don't want to get into that market. But Happy Meals, Little People, let's see. Okay, let me put it on my. Sorry. No. So lost it. But sorry. Oh, I'm gonna show you Godzilla, and sell this for like $6 or $7. It's in good shape. This is from Handmade by Robots. Like the bigger version is worth a lot. This is a smaller version, and it's like brand new almost. It looks brand new. That's what I look for. I look for to make sure the toys are like brand new. This is a Sonic toy, He-Man Sonic toy. That was worth a little bit. Um, let's see. Then Hallmark stuff. Like this is like little Hallmark odds and ends. It's a little wear and tear on it. They're collectors. Somebody somewhere, like this thing here, again, and I made sure again to look up the price of stuff. Like this little thing. These toys are very popular as well. And then this thing. See this? Now this is what is this? Okay. Now, okay. So that almost looked like a real dog, doesn't it? Who Shrunk Gigi? There's a market for that. Sorry. Definitely a market for this little thing. I can't do two things at once. I can't. I can't do two things at once. All right, let me go ahead and take it off of here and wrap things up. So again, I thank you for joining me in my 46 minutes in my mystical trip. And today's show really fit. It really fit this song, right? Do 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 do. It just makes you want to. Sorry, I'm trying to do something. Like I said, I can't do two things at once. Okay, stop me. Stop. Okay, here we take this up. Of course, I don't know that song. It's weird, but it latches on to me. It latches on to me, and I had to turn down low for some reason. Oh, no. Why? Why are you doing that? Oh gosh, it's funny, but you said have a safe trip home. No worries about getting pulled over, having too many toys in the car, and like too many open kids. Oh my gosh. Okay. You you are a mess. Yeah, man. People say some really sick things about, oh, you got toys, you this and this and this. Blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna make some money. And puppet and puppetry, you know, I mean, come on now. Folks used to make fun of me with puppets. They used to make fun of me with puppets, man. But 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 oh, let me share my screen. Oh, let me remove. Let me share my screen. Share my screen. Yeah. Look at this. Walking the halls with a puppetry, analog innovation and social work education. Ooh. Look what we have here. Let me share my screen. Yeah, look at that. You can't get indicted for having toys unless they're hijacked or stolen. Stop it. No, you can't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember when I was young, my mom used to, she used to really support play. This is a lady who wants to be, I don't know if she still wants to go to clown school, but she loved, entertaining. Uh, but I decided, man, that you got to be your authentic self. And people always trying to hijack the things that I've been saying for a long time. Stop trying to hijack my stuff. But I always talked about being your authentic self. And, I like, collecting toys. I have my own Hot Wheels and stuff like that. And I'm really into puppetry. And people will like me, but guess what I'm doing? I'm using it to better society, or try to. So this is in education technology insights. And this, according to what they told me, that this article will appear in their December issue. It will appear in the December issue. They gave me the what it will look like and everything. So we'll see if it still appears, but it should appear. And I just go into the power of puppetry and social work. And this article, it was highlighted on campus. I've been getting got so many just cards, and people across the country want to know more about the stuff that we're doing with puppetry in the classroom. And they ask, how'd you get involved with that? Um, Great article, utilizing types of manipulators and historically proven. Right. You know, and I will tell you, I won't get into all. Hopefully, I submitted an article to be actually printed in a social work journal, and I haven't found out yet. So that's good news that they haven't told me yet. So probably around January, February, I'll find out if it'll be printed. Once that come out, I'll talk more about the research, not really research, but the innovation and education that we've been doing with puppetry. And it's been shown that, using play, although we talk about serious issues, like tapping into some things. And it's been eye-opening. It's been really an eye-opening experience. Um, if you haven't read the article, make sure you go read the article. I'm going to put it. And some people say, "Are you worried about people that will try to sabotage?" No, because God's on my side. I'm not worried about. Um, you know, they've already been trying to sabotage me and my career for years, but God's been right there with me and my family. So this shows the reason why I'm showing you this is you will always have people who will say just negative things and try to harm you, and they don't understand. But as long as you understand, as long as uh, you know and look, I'm right along with other visionaries in their career, in their field. People are calling me a visionary. Yes, a legend. Dare you say? No, I haven't been called I haven't been called a legend, and I'm not going to call myself a legend. But I've been called a visionary. I've been called a visionary, and it goes back to doing things that you love, not worrying about, like, I don't. We got two in the chat, three in the chat for it, but that's okay. That's okay. I love it. I love it. And that's why I can share my love for toys, my love for innovation, my love for fun. I can share that all with you. And that's what we're going to do on this channel. continue to do all the fun stuff, man. But I am about to wrap this up. And again, I wanted to share this with you. Maybe bragging, maybe, I don't know. And I said, puppetry may seem simple, even whimsical, but it reveals how the oldest tools can teach the newest lessons. It reveals how the oldest tools can teach the newest lessons. And I'm telling you, it helps people come out of their shells. You know, you put a puppet out there and you put toys out there, people just open up and warm up, and that's what it's about. So again, I'm not worried about people that try to sabotage me and my career or anything on my family, because I'm not doing anything out here that will give people ammunition to do that. If they have to do something like that, it will be based on their lives, right? And again, if more people would tap into their hobbies, would tap into things that they love, I don't even know that. I think a big part of that is just to be, authentically you. Now, if you have been a part of what we've been doing in this channel, I've been speaking and preaching on being authentic, being your authentic self. Been saying that for years. Being your authentic self. I've also been saying I don't hate people. I've been saying that for years. I don't hate people. I don't try to destroy people or hate you. I just, for some reason I want the best out of people. But the truth is, and the truth is undefeated, the truth is you have to want the best out of yourself. And to be honest with you, in 2017, I almost was out of here. I almost died in 2017. And it was during the time I was making Umar Johnson videos and doing all of that. But I almost died. And I told myself, as I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I told myself that, man, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna make sure that I do the stuff that I love with the people that I love, right? And I made a goal of everything that I wanted to accomplish. And one of those things was continue to live and be happy and be my authentic self. And if carrying around a Hot Wheel in my pocket makes me feel comfortable and connected, and it's something to help calm me down or whatever, then I'll do that. If I like collecting toys, or if I feel like coloring or whatnot, then I'll do that. And people have an issue with it, it's their problem, not mine. And I decided, live my authentic self, and not just live it for myself, but also teach other people to do that. I mean, because I was at a point where I was almost septic. Just, it was crazy that, just like that, you can be gone. And I remember the emergency room, the emergency room doctor, she was like, "You're a very blessed," and she said, "Blessed, man." She told me and my wife that, because you were almost septic. A few minutes late, if you would have waited a few more minutes, you'd have been out of here. And so that's, sometimes we forget the promises and things that we make to ourselves. But what does that have to do with Truth Undefeated? What does that have to do with Toy Hunt Collective? It has everything to do with it. It has everything with embracing your holistic self. And that's why I don't have a channel for the toys. I don't have a channel for this. Everything is together. And that's why it's called Collective. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And we're going to be out of here with Sugar Plum Dance.